still his heart adores. I am safe, I am loved, I am free. me now, my son. I come to thee. I see the evidence of goodness all over my life. I see your promises in fulfillment all over my life, all over my life. Yeah, yeah. I see the evidence of goodness all over my life, all over my life. I see your promises in fulfillment all over my life, all over my life. I see the evidence of goodness all over my life, all over my life. I see promises in fulfillment all over my life, 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 all over my I see evidence of your goodness all over my life, all over my life. I see promises in fulfillment all over my life, all over my life, all over my life. and all will see how great is our God. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. All will see how great is our God. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. Oh, we'll see how great is our God. Nobody great, nobody greater, no, nobody greater than you. Nobody great, nobody greater, no, nobody greater than you. I'm here to tell you, Simon, nobody greater. There's nobody greater, no, nobody greater than our God. If you believe it, there's nobody greater. If you believe there's nobody greater, no, nobody greater than you. There's nobody greater than you. Nobody greater than you. I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful. There's nobody great. There's nobody greater, nobody greater than you. I'm a living witness. There's nobody great. Such a good feeling to know there's nobody greater. Such a good feeling to know there's nobody greater than you, Jesus. We could search Laquita, Albert, Annie, Barbara, Homesick Mac, nobody greater than you. We could search all of us. Nobody great. Oh, there's nobody greater than you. Yeah, there's nobody greater. No. Oh, even Ruby would have testified. Nobody greater than you. Cherie and Gordon and Tamaris, nobody great, nobody great, nobody great. And Nick that testified, oh Sheila, nobody great. Nobody greater than you. Good morning, gang. Good morning. Wow, good morning, morning. So good to see you all this morning. I just wanted to say thank you for coming in. So glad you could make it. I was last night, came home a little late, and in the process of prepping for this morning, it was just interesting to put all the pieces together. And hey, Von Eric, where's your faith? Von Eric, welcome in. Thank you for coming through this morning. Say blessings all. We got you on there. And of course, N.A. We love that spirit. It's like a welcoming spirit. Everybody, make it good all the way through. We thank you. Some of you may realize that I put maybe the second paragraph in has kind of like the timestamps. This morning I had no agenda for what I was going to play. Monday is kind of like really curated. Wednesday is just spontaneous, just continuous flow. And Friday is just what we call free form Friday, where you set the agenda for all of the things. And so, good to see another music maker. All right, Eric, where's your faith? I have been remiss in my duties if I didn't check it out. Faith, unity, love. Doesn't have any videos up, but it's okay. It's good to see another music maker, Von Eric. Awesome. Always ready to support another creator we were able to do. You see, but what I wanted to talk to you today, this morning, was, I called it I'm done. I'm done. I've been really going about my music creation, my videos, just, quiet time piano, inspiration. And what I encourage you to do is to use your hands, use your voice, and your heart, powered by love, to do something positive in the world. Make life better for somebody else. Serve. Right. And the serving things that I do, I don't usually put it out there. It's not about the, it's not about the service. It's not about the recognition or getting the accolades for, doing all of the things. You feed the hungry, and there's a camera crew. You help the old lady across the street, and there just happens to be, someone filming at that moment. No, no, that's not. That's not it. It's about making a difference whether or not the cameras are rolling. And when I say that I'm done being put in a particular place, I'm done making, like last night I created the stream, quickly and just put it together. But we'll do a little bit more research, do a little bit more um, analysis, right? I'm just telling you, sometimes, I prepare, I study the songs and I put it together. And at times, like for Friday's program, it's free, right? There is no agenda. There's no, we plan to be here. We make set the time aside and put it together. But I need to figure out the system that I'm going to be using going forward. Is I tracking. I'm done not responding to comments. That's going to be um, another thing, because I have a whole heap of comments I need to respond to. It's like, gotta bring everything and make it focused. I am unique. I am unique. I have a unique story. My story is not the same story that you have. There are similarities between me and you, right? We're human. I have a fingerprint. You have a fingerprint. But my fingerprint is different than yours. And Mrs. Mitchell, thank you so much for coming through. We really appreciate you. And during the pandemic, it was easier for us all to get together. First off, I was going later in the day. So for some people, it lined up with their lunch. But then when I went earlier, then it's like, David, you're killing me. I want to support you, but I can't at 5 in the morning. It just doesn't work. So when I see you, the OGs, the original crew come through, it's good. I think you started on Twitch. I used to go live on Twitch, and then it just didn't just didn't work. Just did not work. So that I stopped going to Twitch. Plus, using Ecamm, it takes up my bandwidth. So I have to make sure that I am giving you 100%. I'm done being less than 100%. All is well. Keep spreading the love. Yes, found you on Twitch. Absolutely. And came over to the YouTube side. Twitch experience is a little different. It's kind of like YouTube, where there's a video and people are commenting, but it's kind of like the wild west out there on Twitch. Whereas on YouTube, it's a little bit more regulated. So absolutely want to make sure This is a tough one for me. Um, to sit back, take stock. 563 people have said, David, we think what you're doing is good enough that we can subscribe to the things that you're putting it down. Yes, and in there, wow, I have said the same thing to myself. I am raising my bar. Yeah, so in this particular area, I have not been doing well in terms of follow through with the things that I say. I'm done making false promises. In that, I promise you to chop this up and give you shorts. Blind guy, his wife said, I've never even checked out Twitch. Yeah, Facebook Messenger is cool. Facebook Messenger is cool. Drop me a. You know, you're gonna tell me anyway, Albert, whether I agree or not. Albert is always coming in with the fire and the ideas and say, hey, maybe you should try this, maybe you should try that. Always encouraging and coaching from the sidelines. And that's good too. Laquita does it. She's like, sing, David. Come on, give the people what they want. Indeed. I found that the streams where I was doing more vocal things seemed to be better. So that's why you would hear me occasionally bringing in the vocals like that, because there are some people who said, there are two sources. Just play the piano. I don't want to hear the singing and the talking. Just give me the piano. When you start talking, I bounce. Right. But then there's some people who stay for the inspiration. Okay. So there's a podcast conversation with James Hicks and Keith Pelzer. Man, it's kind of like the virtual cafe with Kirk, but just two people. Just two people. Keith is a fountain of knowledge. Keith Pelzer is a whole problem by himself. And then you have James Hicks, two stalwarts that have a world of experience. And Keith is a musician, he's a pastor, he's a photographer, composer, and his photography speaks for itself. Doesn't have a website, doesn't have a I like that, Enenea. I like that. This one is it's good enough to interrupt the train of thought. This right. I enjoy it all. Music, melodies, monologue. That is good. That is good. It's like technology, music, inspiration, TMI. But I like that Eminem music, melodies, monologue. I'm putting that in the bag right there. Yeah. In this particular instance, um, Keith and and James, this last one they did last week, which I missed live. Within the first 5 minutes, he gave out so much gems that forced me to be like, what are you doing? Right? Talking about putting out his stuff in such a way that people will see the mastery in the craft, so that going from, you put out your stuff. Don't not put it out there, but in the putting out, you want to make sure that you give it the excellence that it deserves, so that when people see it, they will like, ah, yeah, he know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, right? And so, because I look at others and I'm like, yo, they're killing the game, right? It's just out there, and it's like you see Keith's pictures. He composes these shots, um, you know, straight, and most of the time it's straight from the camera to, Instagram, Facebook. Those are the two places where he is putting his stuff. I mean, he does, the convos and stuff like that. Sunday morning, he would do, a little 20-minute message, and then, he's out. And he's out and about with his wife, and they're going places and doing things, and people call him for shoots, photo shoots, right? Doesn't have a website, no business cards. It's just him and the camera, and shooting, right? Shooting the shots. If it's his wife he's photographing, or his car he's photographing, or himself. Like, he would take pictures of himself, creative shots, like in the mirror. You frame it up how you want, get the colors right. You put your shirt on, the hat, the glasses, you take the shot. You know, if you're now starting out, sometimes you have to use what you got, which is yourself or your family members. You have a baby or some object that you're into. Take the shot. Frame the shot. Frame the shot how you want it to look. This is kind of like what I was going for. Just the hands. I could probably raise this up a little bit so it gets my face, but then you lose the keys. And you can bring it in a different way. Right? On this side, I decided to have it be higher, pointing down. Right? And so you could frame it up in different ways how you want to. How do you keep up with all the live streams that you pop into? I stumbled around. It's like, my favorite view is the keyboard shot. Absolutely. And some people like that. It's it it's a different look. And I really found that as I was doing my thing, and I found different lenses to put on, and stuff the way to focus. The really beautiful thing about this shot is that I can focus on my hand and bring it, so I can have the bell be the focal point, or I could have my hand right about here be the focal point, and still have this stuff in the background blurry, or bring that into focus. and then the bell is blurry. Right? So it took me a while to figure that out, but once I did, you could set it and forget it, even though sometimes it gets out. But I know what to do to bring it into focus. Ooh, that's it right there. Learn how to bring what you want into focus. Right. So, as Enene said it, I am bringing into focus, bringing the bar higher. So, in order to do that, there may be some changes. We may just have to go down to 2 shows a week. Do the Monday show, let it breathe, and then come with the Friday show. So, I used to go every morning on the weekdays, but now we have to bring it together. So, anyways, that's what I am talking about today. And with all that, still the focus is to bring you guys my 100% best, but also bring you to a place where you're utilizing your hands, your voice, and your heart, fueled by love, to make life better. Right. That is the essence of what I'm doing here today. And it's really the heart that's powered by love that makes the difference for me. I absolutely blessed to be able to do this. It's a privilege and an honor to be able to do this with you. And so I have got all the faith that things will go well because I serve a God who is faithful to me. So with that, I bid you guys adieu. I have to jet down the highway today because I have a lot of meetings. Can you give the people a new groove? That new groove you did on Monday? I do not remember. I meant to go back and learn it, but because it was just like so spontaneous. But I really got to run like 4 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. It's 7:05 right here. Thank you guys for being there and hanging with me today. I really appreciate you all. We pray that you have a wonderful day, and we will continue to see you in the next one. Albert, I'm sorry. All right, Mrs. Mitchell, thank you so much. And Laquita, Barbara, Ruby, Enenea, and all have a wonderful day. We'll see you on Friday. Take care.